It has been a little while since I talked about my Dungeons of Daggorath to Amiga port, and that's because I don't really do a whole lot with it very often. Sometimes when I'm tired of working on Fuselage, or I've hit some point in Fuselage where I've completed pretty much everything that's on the agenda, but starting something new would just take too long, and I really don't want to put that kind of effort into something right now, so that's when I go poke around with other projects. Dungeons of Daggorath for the Amiga was started last year for the Septandy thing, where you kind of do Tandy related stuff in September. But I figured porting Dungeons of Daggorath to the Amiga was kind of like a dual thing. It was uh, supporting Septandy, but also allowing me to play around with the Amiga more. So it was kind of two birds, one stone thing. Well, by the end of the month, I realized that it was a major undertaking, and the only reason I continued to push forth with it was because I managed to get so much done on the procedural dungeon generator, which ported to the Amiga perfectly. Then I got rendering of the dungeon pretty well done, and I had a few snags here and there on the console, but I would like to show off some of the progress I have recently made. Now, there's still a lot to do, and as you can see, it's not entirely faithful to the original. I'm going to square all that away. It's just that I want to get everything implemented before I start worrying about making the aesthetics perfect. Scaling, as you can see, is off. For a PAL screen, you've got a whole lot of unused space here, and I'm trying to be a one-to-one recreation, so while it would be feasible to add more lines of text to the console, I don't know if purists would really enjoy that. So there's going to be some exploration to do, but for the most part, my initial goal is to get one-to-one, and I've made a significant amount of progress. For one, the console now works, as you can see. Um, Inventory now works. Can't use torches yet. Um, but as you can see, the console works, and a lot of the commands work. So, don't think the project's dead. There is still a lot to do, obviously, and I'm not saying that it's going to be done anytime soon, but I think it's not unreasonable to expect that I will have it done by the next Septandy. So if you are a Dungeons of Daggorath fan, if you are an Amiga fan, or if you just like crazy, weird, retro video game stuff, then keep your eye on this channel because there will be more to this. I have not given up on this project yet. So yeah, right now there's some colors, as you can see. Um, Monsters obviously are not implemented yet. And I don't know what I'm going to do as far as the colors go. I might keep them. I might make it so that there's a command like colors off or on. Like I said, I want to try to keep it pure one-to-one for the purists. But at the same time, the Amiga has a lot of features we can take advantage of. I am going to implement stereo sound, so you will be able to tell which direction the monsters are coming from. That is one enhancement I've decided I'm going to make. It's just too cheap and easy on the Amiga, and leaving that on the table just doesn't seem right. So that's going to happen. As for the colors, well, I'm willing to take criticisms on that, If you are a Dungeons of Daggorath fan and you think the colors are a bit too much, let me know. I can, at the very least, I can leave them off by default, and those who want color can turn it on with a command, maybe. I don't know. A lot of things are up in the air. I'm not entirely opposed to the idea of adding more enhanced graphics once this is a one-to-one recreation, maybe like an enhanced mode. Uh, but yeah, right now it's my goal is just one-to-one, and I have made incremental steps forward here and there. So if you remember reading about this in the magazine a couple of months ago, or if you remember me talking about it in the forums last year, don't think that I just said, "Oh, I'm going to do this," and then I forgot about it. I said from the very beginning, this is a project that I use to take a break away from my other spare time projects. So this is like not even third on my list of priorities. I've got a life, work, fuselage I've got to work on. I do like playing games. I do like drinking beer, and I do like eating sausages. So this has to fall in line somewhere, and I give it time occasionally, but it's not a dead project. It's just the baby steps, baby steps. But here in the last couple of days, I've actually managed to knock out a few major hiccups. So that's good. So there is progress. I am, like I said, open to suggestions, comments, ideas. I know that there's some bugs in the game from the original source code. The actual TRS-80 version of the game had some actual bugs in there. And since I'm working off of the original source code, I'm no expert on this game. I was a fan back in the day, but I know people who have picked this thing apart and know it inside out. I want to fix the bugs that were showstoppers. Like, I know there's some kind of shield bug where the shield didn't have the right power. I would like to put that right in this version. So I'm going to have to do some research on that. But if anybody out there knows some weird little quirks or things about this game that they would like to address, leave them in the comments below. You can find me on Facebook and pretty much all of the other sausage medias. So if you want to reach out to me and discuss this, I'm listening. Just to let you know that. But yeah, as far as this project being dead, nah, it's not dead. I just it's been taking a nap here and there, but progress is coming along. So if you're interested in this, subscribe. If you want to see more about the stuff I'm working on, check out my channel. I have lots of updates about Fuselage and the little demos and toys and stuff I've been playing with. As a bonus bit of news, other than this Amiga port, I have actually been able to get this to build inside of Fuselage as well. So now the two projects are kind of converging, and I have basically a dual port coming along, where any work that I make, any progress that I make on one, or on basically the main port to the Amiga, carries over to Fuselage. So that's cool. So when this is done, there will be an actual corresponding PC version as well. And then eventually Mac and Linux. So, yeah, that's the update. So, stick around and we'll see where this goes. Have a good one.